Let's do that. Boom.
All right. Episode Castaway.
Are you saying that right?
The Castaway episode.
Cast away.
Castaway.
Not castaway. Cast away.
Oh, I have to make sure I get the pause in.
I think so. Look at the title.
I know.
Let's look at that title.
Castaway.
Cast away.
Castaway.
Whoa. Okay, I can see.
It's
where you're
just a
going with
movie,
this.
man.
I can see where you're going with this.
It's
Is it just a
just-
movie though? It feels like life.
Tom Hanks made it feel like life.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys want to talk about?
You mean soapboxies?
Yeah.
Jeff, how do you feel about where the NFL is at right now?
Way to get a reaction, Aaron.
You know, I was feeling pretty good, and then I don't even remember how we started talking about the NFL, but it really brought me down.
I'm sorry.
And now you're gonna go there again. I was hyping myself up. We got the red lights on.
Yeah. Hey, there is a bright spot. Rugby's right around the corner. International rugby's right around the corner. And you want to talk about getting some hits on and running and getting the energy going?
Yeah.
There's nothing like rugby to get you going.
Have fun with that.
I'm gonna start posting highlights for the MLR on your feed. So that way you
Major League Rugby.
Yes, Major League Rugby.
Okay.
Seattle has a team, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Don't ask me what the mascot is because I can't remember off the top of my head because I just started being a fan this year. I'm waiting for my jersey. It's coming, so I'm going to have that.
Wow. Look at you.
I'm pumped. Don't knock it on, man. All right, that's a foul.
Don't knock it on.
Don't knock it on. That's a penalty.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Don't.
If you say so. How do you feel about this rugby thing? Where you just like you do you, Aaron?
I don't really watch it with them.
Yeah.
It's not. I watched it a teeny bit.
Did you ever watch any sports with me though?
Yeah, some. Seahawks.
Listen,
But-
What?
I'm rolling my eyes right now,
You
Karen,
can roll your
because
eyes all you want.
Listen, I think Karen she's watched The Matrix with you. She's watched Lord of the Rings with you multiple times. You made her rewatch that movie we talked about last week, Wonder Woman 1984. You made her watch it a second time with you.
This is correct.
So what do you
Don't give her any guilt. Don't give her any grief about not watching rugby with you. Just
This is
yeah.
this is what I do,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Okay.
He's good at guilt trips.
I was
I know he
trained.
is.
I
I
was
know he
trained
is.
by the best, world class, black belt, grandmasters, you name it. My grandmother and my mother.
I don't take it personally anymore.
And you shouldn't. It's just how I was raised to operate, and I've really toned it down. And if you can imagine this, I was a lot worse. Karen has smoothed me out quite a bit.
Whoa.
Wow.
I've been trained to shut down
Have you?
when the guilt trip comes on. Yeah.
No, I get most people have. So that's why if you've been trained by a grandmaster, you recognize that, and then you just it's learning how to bring you out of that to make you shut you down again, just to make me feel good or them feel good and be in control.
Because that's what you're all about.
You have no idea.
I know. Oh, that's a good idea, Jeff.
It is a good idea, Jeff, and that's the point.
Yeah.
Is you have good ideas. Everybody has really good ideas. Which one do we need to pick?
Yeah. Whether they get planted there by someone else, that's beside the point.
We don't know, and nobody remembers that.
Yeah.
Nobody.
It's been
remembers it.
forgotten about.
Absolutely. Okay. Enough soapbox.
That's good.
Okay.
That was good. That was good. I'm glad we got off of that first. Hey, what's going on in the NFL? I'm glad we got off of that. No NFL talk around here. We're not doing that.
Love it.
All right. Cast Away was released in December of 2000.
Sorry, I tried to finish your sentence. My apologies.
That's okay.
You want to do that again?
No.
'Cause I really want.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Episode Cast Away was released December 2000. And this is the part that I really enjoy, especially when we do one of these movies that was later. Let's see what happened in 2000.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan leaves Dennis Quaid for Russell Crowe. Not Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is not either one of those gentlemen, which is just crazy because...
Should have been in the running.
Yeah. That's okay.
You might need to remind people who Meg Ryan is.
Really?
Really?
Do I?
When's the last time we said her name?
You know who Meg Ryan is. Come on.
I do.
Yeah. All right.
Do you remember who Meg Ryan is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you don't, you probably know how to use the internet, and you can go Google Meg Ryan.
She's been in a couple movies.
A few. Look at Meg Ryan 1990s and Meg Ryan now. Just go back and see what Meg Ryan used to look like.
Yeah. Top Gun, Meg Ryan.
Google Images, speaking of Google Images is created, and its most popular search was Jennifer Lopez green dress, the dress she wore to the 2000 Grammys.
What?
You remember.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm serious. I don't. Do you want to bring it up so I can see?
Sure.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Karen?
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows.
It's a pretty spicy.
Ooh.
Come on, he's
I'm
playing
serious.
dumb.
I'm not.
He's playing
I
dumb.
haven't seen this.
He's trying to make up for that.
I'm not making up for anything.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah,
in
you
the,
are.
In the Versace green dress.
Yep.
Yep.
You
All
did that.
right. J Lo in a green dress.
Yep, Jennifer Lopez in the green dress.
I have not seen that green dress. Okay, it's pretty spicy.
Pretty spicy.
All right. I get why it was searched a lot. There's a lot of young people out there looking at that green dress.
There she is. There she is in it.
Whoops, it just flipped on me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what?
You know, for being, what is she, 51?
Right now.
She is absolutely stunning.
That was
is.
9 years ago?
20.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
She still is stunning.
Right.
She is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just amazing. Wow.
Do either of you know or remember who Richard Hatch is?
No.
No.
He was the first ever winner of Survivor.
Oh, I do know. Yes. He got like an IRS audit and lost his money.
Yeah. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston got married. St. Louis Rams, and this was mentioned in the film that we're going to be talking about. St. Louis Rams defeated the Tennessee Titans in Super Bowl 34 by 1 yard.
Wow.
Did you watch that game?
I did. I remember the end.
I remember watching that game as well and screaming like in excitement for the Titans. Like I was, you can't. This is what an excellent ending. That was
Yeah.
probably one of the best endings to a Super Bowl I've seen in my entire life.
Definitely.
That's one I still remember to this day.
Hands down the best ending to any Super Bowl, especially better than the ending of Super Bowl 49, which I will not go any further talking about. At
That was
the
one of the worst refed games in
No, that was Super Bowl 40.
the. Oh, okay.
Super Bowl 49 is completely different, and I don't want to talk about either one. At the Academy
You brought up
Awards,
the NFL.
you started it.
Good save.
The Academy Award, you have it stuck in my brain now.
I do.
And then you did you brought it up. The Academy Awards for the year 2000. Gladiator takes home Best Picture.
Boom.
Steven Soderbergh wins Best Director for Traffic. Russell Crowe wins Best Actor for Gladiator. Julia Roberts wins Best Actress for Erin Brockovich. Best Art Direction goes to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Why would we bring up Best Art Direction?
Because art direction is probably the most premier award you can get for a movie in
anything.
For anything.
We
Any
didn't
year.
we didn't realize it until Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Until we did the Harry Potter series.
That's right.
And when we loved the Harry Potter series that much, we knew art direction was a major win at the Academy Awards. Major.
Yeah. And if it wasn't winning, it was at least nominated
Absolutely.
every single time.
So Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Did you watch that show?
No.
Okay, I did. Not bad. The art direction was phenomenal. I liked it.
Are you sure? I mean, what is it?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. But so Meg Ryan dumps her beau and gets with the newly crowned Russell Crowe best actor in the world.
Just for just a fling. It was just a fling. She was married to Dennis Quaid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was a nut job. He still is a nut job.
Who, Dennis Quaid?
Oh, is it Randy Quaid who's a nut job?
Randy Quaid is Cousin Eddie.
He's the nut job.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a nut job.
Okay. We're talking Dennis Quaid.
Okay. My bad. The man with the plan.
They're not related, are they?
The two Quaids in Hollywood? Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Quaids?
The Quaids.
You got the Wachowskis, Quaids.
Quaids.
All right.
You got some other ones in there, too.
There's some other ones in there. The Olsen twins. All right. Castaway at the Academy Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Any...
Oh, absolutely. Didn't get nominated for the score. Am I correct?
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. You are correct.
Thank
Karen, any guesses? Castaway
No idea.
at the Academy Awards?
Did he get nominated for best?
Tom Hanks was nominated for Best Actor.
Absolutely, he should have been.
This was his first nomination at the Academy Awards since he won for Forrest Gump.
This was a big movie for him. In my opinion, just looking at it, the nomination speaks for itself. I know Gladiator was tough to beat. Russell Crowe did a phenomenal job in Gladiator.
He was good. But yeah, I mean, Tom Hanks really dedicated to Castaway, put on weight, and then they take the year off. He loses the weight, grows out the beard. Very dedicated, and I mean, just phenomenal. Also nominated for Best Sound,
Not score.
not score.
Right, sound.
Yeah.
Randy Quaid is the older brother of Dennis Quaid.
Oh.
They're
See,
brothers.
okay.
Told you so.
At the Broadcast Film Critics Association Awards, Wilson the volleyball wins the Critics' Choice Award for Best Inanimate Object.
Boom. That's a good runner-up to not winning Best Actor.
Wilson, yeah. That's not all. Tom Hanks and Wilson the volleyball won the Teen Choice Award for Film Choice Chemistry and was nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best On-Screen Team.
Okay.
Well, MTV being the mecca of, and the pinnacle of all critics, absolutely nailed that one on the
Right,
spot.
and everybody knows the M in MTV stands for movie.
Movie, not music.
Movie, television. Yeah. They have more to do with movies and television than they do with music. So.
Absolutely.
Also, Tom Hanks and Helen Hunt were also nominated for Best Kiss.
That was a pretty good kiss.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think so.
Okay.
Helen Hunt did a really good... Oh, sorry, I can't...
Wait till the rules are done.
I'll stop.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anything else go on in 2011?
Yeah. 2000.
2000. Why did I think 2011? What?
I don't know.
You put that in my head somewhere.
No.
2000.
No, you were... Okay, when we were talking about something off the mic,
Yeah.
you had your years mixed up already.
I did?
You
Yeah.
did. How long has that guy been the coach? For 6 years?
Oh, that's where the
Yeah.
11 shows up. Okay, so now we've deciphered where.
Yeah.
We've pinpointed where my mix-up was at.
Okay.
My apologies, team.
In the year 2000, top 3 domestic box office: How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Cast Away, and Mission Impossible 2. Some other movies: What Women Want, Remember the Titans, Requiem for a Dream, Meet the Parents, and Unbreakable.
Why did you throw Requiem for a Dream in there
Because it came out in 2000.
as a notable movie? Didn't we get a request to have that?
We did. I don't know if we're going to fulfill that request because I have not seen it.
Neither have I. Have you seen it, Karen?
I don't think I have.
And that is one of the requirements
We have to
of
see
the
it.
selection committee is that we do have to we had to have seen the movie unless it is a new release like Wonder Woman 1984.
Right.
So maybe we have to watch it to rewatch it. Is that kind of the theory?
No, because they said we don't have to rewatch.
They told Jeff he didn't have to rewatch. We rewatched it. Sounds like a little bit of favoritism from the selection committee.
And I just to be clear, because I know there's rumors going around about members of the selection committee.
Yeah.
There's nobody named Jack in the selection committee. There's nobody named Emily, and there's nobody named Sopan in this selection committee. Just so we're clear, okay? So if there's any bias, it is not that.
We did a podcast a little while ago about dodgeball,
Yeah.
and we mentioned that Chuck Norris gave the thumbs up, to have the game continue on.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Chuck Norris would be willing to get us some direction on where we need to go.
You mean
No, yeah,
Chuck
just
Norris?
Chuck Norris, maybe.
you a cat?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
It's going to
Maybe.
be hard for them to give thumbs up.
Yeah.
We can just put.
Don't they have to
certain
have
They
thumbs?
don't have thumbs.
They don't have thumbs. They don't have thumbs. They have claws.
Yeah.
And they could. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
All right. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right. Cast Away was released December 7th of 2000. We've got some rules. These are rules. They're not guidelines.
Rule number one.
Rule number 1.
Aaron?
Oh crap. Hold on.
It's not spoilers.
It's not spoilers. Is it the? Oh, it's the date thing, isn't it? It has to
Yeah.
be made within the last 21 years or something
Yep.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 years.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
We cannot go around this rule. It does not
Does not bend.
not bend, does not break, does not anything.
Yeah.
Unless Karen's not here, and then sometimes it gets broken. But
But I'm here today.
Karen's here, and the selection committee has made sure that this is fitting. So
Yeah.
21 years. Okay, I literally almost. I'm joking.
Rule number 2 is runtime.
Yep.
And the runtime on this one is just under, I've heard.
Yeah. So it has to be less than 145 minutes.
Right.
Wow.
And we're at 144.
I think Hollywood has really listened to your thing. They're getting closer to
Our
that
plight.
120, that 130
Yeah.
kind of time frame.
Especially on the newer ones.
Yeah. So, hey, keep doing your good work over there. Okay.
Okay.
Keep having those meetings, those lunches you have, whatever.
Yep.
Zooms.
Zoom, whatever. Yeah, Zooms right now.
Yeah.
I get it. So, I really appreciate it. We just want to encourage you to keep doing that.
Yeah. And I'll keep doing what I can. You
Okay.
know, it's not as hard as it sounds. It's really not.
Having lunch? No.
Sitting at my computer
Yeah.
with a nice dress shirt and pajama pants.
Do you put the bow tie on?
It's better than Aaron. He
Yeah.
has no pants at all.
Yeah, because I don't have to worry about. Well, yeah, it's basketball shorts or pajama pants.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to tuck in my shirt, so I have no problem buttoning up the shirt and putting on the tie.
Okay.
It's the least I could do.
So you don't have meetings with Harry Weinstein anymore, right? That's done. That's over.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no, just the one time.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. Did he yell at you?
Yeah. He was questioning why he was talking to me.
Right.
He felt like it was just a big waste of time, which I understand. It was one of my first meetings, and
You had to get your footing. You had to see where you were at and how to actually.
like, okay,
deal
I
with these people.
wasn't quite ready for that level yet.
By the
Turns
end
out,
by the end of it, did you feel like it was productive though? I mean,
that wasn't what I was thinking about because it was like right after that, all that stuff went down, and it was,
Yeah.
okay,
Probably should
rule
count
3,
yourself.
Jeff.
Yeah.
You're up. Get to,
Yeah. Well, we need to see the energy on this one, Jeff. I want to do this because the energy is there.
really, I mean, there's people out there who haven't seen Castaway.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. No,
And
we
it's
have
part of the-
we
it's
have
part
the
of the
rule 3
rules.
for a good reason, so that people like me don't what, Jeff? Don't
Spoil.
spoil it. Right. Okay.
Okay, so if you have not seen Castaway by some chance, some miracle, and you're watching this, pause this. Go watch it.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah.
Press play.
Yeah. Good. Feeling it.
All right.
Feeling it.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
Castaway had a $90 million budget, brought home $429 million.
Not a bad recoup.
No, not a bad recoup. I think you see the movies nowadays that get up to that $1 billion box office. That's worldwide gross. I think anytime you get 300, 400 million, I think that's primarily domestic box office, and that's a really, really good number. I think most of those $1 billion movies, they hit that $300-400 million domestic.
Domestics.
Yeah. All right, directed by Robert Zemeckis. This is their second collaboration.
And we've heard his name before.
Yeah.
Yep, he directed Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He's also directed Back to the Future.
2 movies I've kind of heard of before.
Right.
So
may have seen.
Forrest Gump was before this.
Right. Yeah.
So they were familiar with Tom Hanks and his abilities.
Yeah. So this is their second movie together, and in 2 movies, Tom Hanks wins Best Actor. I believe Forrest Gump won Best Picture. I think. Yeah. And then for Castaway, Tom Hanks gets nominated for Best Actor. So they're off to a good start. After this, they go on. They do The Polar Express. Wasn't that good?
Did you like Polar Express?
Did you like Polar Express? I like the book. I didn't care for the movie.
I liked Polar Express.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like it at all.
I mean, it's Tom Hanks. I don't, but just like, okay.
Okay.
I didn't read the book.
Their fourth collaboration is going to be a live action, computer animated remake of Pinocchio.
Interesting.
It's going to be?
Yeah, going to be. Come out within the next couple of years, probably.
Is Tom Hanks in it?
He'll be Geppetto.
Okay.
Right? He was Mr. Rogers. Now he's going to be Geppetto.
Interesting.
Written by William Broyles Jr. This was originally Tom Hanks's idea.
Really?
Yeah, I found out about FedEx and all their how many flights they make throughout the course of a day. It's like some crazy number. All those packages flying around the world. I thought, what happens if one of those planes
goes down?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Stars Tom Hanks, Helen Hunt, and that's pretty much it.
And the dentist.
Yeah. Not the one that the dentist recommended.
That's right. That's the one that the dentist recommended. Yes.
Oh, also, one of the guys that was in the party afterwards at the end, he was in Forrest Gump.
Really?
Oh boy, I didn't catch it.
That son of a bitch, Johnson.
Oh,
You remember?
yeah, that was him. He was there.
Yeah, he was there.
I really like that. I love that scene when they're having that huge spread where it's sushi,
right?
crab,
You're like
Shrimp. There's a little lighter. There's
the things that they brought for the party. You're like, really? He's been having fish all this time, and you don't bring him a steak.
It should have been ribeyes,
Right.
and taters.
It should have been, but it was clearly this moment of all these things that he had to work so hard for.
Right.
He caught the crab, but there was really nothing. Once he caught it, there wasn't a ton to it.
Yeah. He didn't figure out how to cook it right away.
I mean, he's ripping his skin off trying to make fire.
Yeah.
This guy goes through a lot in his life here.
Yeah, it's believable too.
How many years?
I think it was 4?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5 years he was on the island.
Roger Ebert gives Castaway 3 out of 4 stars. Says, here's a strong and simple story surrounded by needless complications and flawed by a last act, and first disappoints us, and then ends on a note of forced whimsy.
Obviously, he didn't get his cut from this movie when he made that.
I love that
Wow.
you're so convinced that they're like swayed by
Yeah, they are.
financially swayed.
They would
by-
have to be. Some of these.
You want a good review?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pony up.
Yeah. Leonard Maltin, 3.5 out of 4 stars. Only an actor with Hanks's goodwill and acting chops could make us care as much as we do about this survivor, who battles the elements and struggles to retain his sanity.
I mean, this is a survivor movie.
And while I was getting ready for this episode, I couldn't help but think about how this movie came out the same year as the very first season of Survivor.
Absolutely.
Right.
And hence the reason why you brought that Survivor winner up. Yeah.
Yep. We ready for a Google synopsis?
I am.
Oh, no.
Absolutely. I'm
Okay,
ready for a
bring
Google
it on.
synopsis.
And you've read this already, right?
No.
I thought you read these before.
No.
Okay.
No. I can't.
Try not to.
Are you trying to
Obsess-
get my goat?
Obsessively punctual FedEx executive Chuck Nolan is en route to an assignment in Malaysia when his plane crashes over the Pacific Ocean during a storm. The sole survivor of the flight, Chuck washes ashore on a deserted island. When his efforts to sail away and contact help fail, Chuck learns how to survive on the island, where he remains for years. Accompanied by only his handmade volleyball friend, Wilson. Will Chuck ever return to civilization and reunite with his loved ones? I think I found one thing. Well, there's many things that drive me nuts about these. But when the last sentence is a question, drives me nuts.
Really?
It's not a synopsis.
Yeah.
You're questioning me now. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be questioned by Google ever.
And I haven't
Google
seen...
questioning. How many questions do you get from Google?
Don't ask me. Okay? I haven't seen the movie yet. Don't ask me.
Right. Karen, how many times do you get asked something by Google every day?
You rely on Google for answers.
Right. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, we
I
ask the
understand
questions,
what they're trying
right?
to do, but I get it. At least this one was close to the storyline. Unlike some of our other Google synopsises, this was at least close.
Was it?
I don't know.
When his efforts to sail away and contact help fail, he learns how to survive on the island.
Look, Google sucks at this job. At this job should be fairly simple. Watch a movie, sum it up in 3 sentences or less. Literally. That's all their job is. And they fail every time. Every time.
Every time.
Stupid Google. Stupid Google.
Stupid Google. And just to kind of stir it up even more.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Hit me up.
A FedEx executive undergoes a physical and emotional transformation after crash landing on a deserted island.
You think? Huh. That was a real takeaway there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good takeaway. Way to sum it up. What does IMDb have to say?
That was IMDb.
That was?
Yeah.
That was all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's still
2/3 of the movie right there.
literally.
Yeah.
This was not a hard movie to sell.
Right.
Or to sum up. Google. How many sentences did Google have? Like 15? Stupid.
15, 16, 17.
17. Yeah, at least.
They don't talk about the girlfriend or anything.
That part's to keep everybody around.
Yeah.
Karen, in your part of this, you love when there's still a love story
I
attached.
do.
If it's got a love story in there, it can be a lot of action, but if there's a love story in there,
Yep.
How do you think Helen Hunt did? I mean, because Tom Hanks, he's done 3 movies with Meg Ryan up to this point.
yeah.
Did Helen Hunt live up to that Meg Ryan chemistry? I mean, we didn't really get to see it very much.
No, but I wasn't trying to compare her to Meg Ryan, honestly. Just looking at their chemistry standalone, I liked how she portrayed that push and pull back and forth. You know, that there was something there. You know, that she still felt the conflict. You know, but I thought you were dead. I put you in the ground. I had to move on, and she still felt this tender spot for him, that whole part of the movie. And I felt she rose to that occasion. She wasn't at the airport, wasn't ready to see him face to face, yet she still wanted to. I thought she did a really good job of real feelings that somebody could have gone through. It wasn't faked. It was I don't know.
It felt genuine.
Yeah, it felt like a way somebody really would have felt that. It's complicated enough. You know what I mean? It's never just cut and dried. Oh yeah, he's home. Woohoo! We're together again. It's complicated, and she made that relationship come out on screen. I liked that.
Okay. All right, that's fair. I'll say this: if instead of Kelly, Helen Hunt, we have Annie Reed, right? Meg Ryan, Sleepless in Seattle. She would not have accepted that Chuck passed away. She would have, right? Because the way that she stalked Tom Hanks in Sleepless in Seattle, she would have done the exact same thing here. She would have gone to every island in Fiji until she found him, because that's what Annie Reed does. That's what Meg Ryan does.
Right.
But this was Kelly, not
Yeah. No, you're right.
This was Kelly.
You're right.
So, I mean, I get that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Kelly,
Not Annie.
not Annie.
Right.
I thought you said Andy.
Annie. No, Annie.
Annie.
Sleepless in Seattle. Annie Reed.
Yeah. You know how many times I watched that movie? Once.
Oh. Why?
A long-
Let me see, because my wife made me.
Probably. Yeah. You know my love stories that I have watched multiple times? 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. True romance? Mm-hmm. The title says it all.
Right. It is a true romance.
It is a true romance. Those are love stories. Die Hard's a love story. And a Christmas story all at the same time. Sorry. Go ahead. Where are we at now? I mean, we did the synopsises. Synopsises. Is that a real word?
Yeah.
Synopses?
Synopsi.
Synopsi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Synopsi.
I don't
We
know.
read the synopsi because it's only one.
Right.
Singular.
Okay.
Do
we
we
read-
want to hear from the peanut gallery?
Sure.
Yeah. You got a good mix?
We got some pluses and minuses.
Okay, I'm
All
good.
right,
I want to hear them
bring
both.
it on.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We'll start with the positives. You always start with the positives, right?
I usually give me the bad news first kind of guy.
Are you?
I am. What about you, Karen?
What about you, Karen? Do you want the bad news or the good news?
Oh yeah, I want bad news first, so we can finish on a high note.
Okay.
Except we laughed all through the high notes last time. So.
Well, yeah, because I think it's what happens when you don't like the movie, and then when you read the positive,
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I hated every second of this.
Really?
They must have watched the whole movie then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is from real people,
Yeah.
comments, reviews of real red-blooded human beings.
Okay. Hated every minute.
I hated every second of this.
Wow.
Not every minute, every second, every millisecond. I had my first kiss during this, and it was horrendous, like this movie. White people love the volleyball thing he imprints on. He imprints on.
Okay.
Wish this movie had been cast away before I suffered through watching it.
Wow.
I love that Karen's like, she's not comprehending how anyone can dislike this movie. By the way, most of these, if not all of them, were like half-star reviews. I read some where people would say this isn't even worth half a star.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really effing boring. My dad said this was an amazing film and one of Hanks's best. What a effing lie.
There's a lot of fudge going on in that.
Yeah, a lot of fudgery.
A lot of fudge. Okay.
The longest FedEx commercial I've ever seen.
That was funny.
That's great.
Last but not least, this is the worst movie ever made. It is just torture porn. Tom Hanks is good an actor. Tom Hanks is too good an actor in this. I hate it.
Okay. That seemed...
Compliment his acting, but not the rest of the story. Or I don't know.
Are they hated the movie, or that they hated that he was a good actor, and I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
All right.
Now time for the good news?
Sure.
Okay. God damn it, I really like this movie. Good job.
I'm glad we're so.
Wasn't expecting to like it. I don't know.
We're really
Okay.
kind of breaking it down and really explaining what we really liked. That's good.
Okay.
Well, that's what these do. They're just like hot emotional takes,
Okay.
right? I think that's what all these are. They're just emotional takes. Like, how did he clip his toenails for 4 years and gave five out of 5 stars? That's a good question. I didn't think about that. How did he clip his toenails? He didn't have any claws, right?
No, didn't have claws.
Maybe you just take like a crab or something, and I don't know.
Or you're running in the sand so much that you don't have to.
Maybe.
That'd be my guess, because you'd wear down everything in the sand. Sandpaper, buddy,
Okay.
but no paper.
More time than I was expecting to talk about the toenails. One of the best endings ever. Almost too good.
We need to shelve that comment and talk about the ending after this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do that because I found that very interesting.
Yeah,
Okay. A great bittersweet movie.
I agree.
Made me so scared and realized the lack of skills I had or what would keep me alive.
Wilson.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you survive in that?
So perfect. I always think this movie. Thanks.
Well, thankfully, we had that comment.
That's it. That's it. All right. Let's talk about that ending.
Yeah.
He looked like Tom Hanks.
Yep. He did.
Got to eat some seafood. What? Yeah.
Pretty redhead.
Yeah.
He finally
Bettina?
delivered the package.
Saw the symbol on the back of the truck.
Which was the FedEx symbol. It was on the package.
It wasn't.
It
the
was
Fed-
her.
it
It's
was
her symbol.
Her.
And her symbol was on the packages.
Her
too.
stamp. Yeah.
Yeah, her symbols were on the pack, which was another FedEx thing. I get it, but
So the package that he kept closed up and that he delivers at the end of the movie, is this his symbol of hope to in his mind? Is this the reason that he kind of stays going? Is he still has packages to deliver? Is this the reason that he stays sane? Is he still has packages to deliver? Jeff.
Yeah. No, I guess. I mean, it maybe is like when I get out this statement to himself of like, when I get off this island, I'm going to take this package
Yeah.
to whoever it belongs to. Yeah. But it also, when I saw it again on the rewatch, it was like, oh, well, okay. I know how it ends.
Yeah.
That's okay. I get it. But I mean, it wasn't like that moment of, okay, when I get off this island, I'm going to take this to the owner. No, it's like, okay, I'm not going to be with Helen Hunt. I'm going to be, I'm going to.
He didn't know who had the package or.
No. But I did. I did because I had seen it before.
the package gave him purpose.
Right.
He had to deliver. He had to deliver that package
Right.
on his deathbed. He would deliver that,
Right.
and I get it. Hence the note that he leaves with the package at the end. Right.
Man,
This package saved my life.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Purpose, and we've talked about purpose before.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have purpose. If you don't, you get to do nothing.
Do you think that kind of set up his time on the island and led to his determination to get off? Maybe added to it?
I think it added to it. It wasn't like his only thing.
Right.
Once he figured out that he couldn't kill himself, the way he wanted to. Brutal, man. All right, here's his first attempt of getting off the island. It has failed miserably.
Oh, yeah.
And that coral is a bummer. And here's the next one, buddy. There's no rest.
Well, and he's already, going in, kind of handicapped. He's got the tooth thing and. Oh,
He
ouch.
gets jabbed.
Man, the Helen Hunt, Tom Hanks relationship in here. You know, she tells him at the end, he's the love of her life. But she's married. She's got the baby.
She now has responsibilities
Yeah.
beyond him.
Yeah.
And he says, you have to go back up that driveway, and drives her back up the driveway.
She was ready to go for a second.
Yep. She hopped in the truck. I can't stay. All right. You know, I have to stay. I can't go. Yeah.
She wanted to.
Yep.
That was heartbreaking. It literally broke my heart seeing that.
You can't leave your baby.
No.
The husband, yeah.
But the baby
The
thing.
baby complicates things.
Yep.
You have responsibility.
Yeah. So the big question, my mom chimed in on this movie a while ago. For
Okay,
me.
perfect.
And she said she hated the ending. Loved the movie, hated the ending. She wanted to see where that went. Did that relationship take off? Where did it go with the lady welder
Okay. Yeah.
at the very end?
Yeah.
But that's why I think I liked the ending, was because
They left it open.
they left it open, where it was, we don't know. It's just another potential journey that he's got to go through, right? And it's just, I think it just it shows what life really is, because you don't know where you're going. You can have all these plans and do all these things and be, you know, the FedEx guru of making sure that everything's supposed to go right where
On
it's at.
time.
But guess what? Life deals all kinds of crazy crap that we are not prepared for, and that's what helps us grow. So
It got rearranged. His plan got rearranged.
yeah.
Yeah, and he essentially has to start over.
Yeah. He's starting over all right, but
Yeah, I was fine with how it ended. I don't think we needed any more of really anything.
No.
I thought everything we got, you know. The big thing was the Chuck and Kathy relationship. How was that gonna? And I think that they did that well. I think if it would have just been too messy if she leaves, then
Yeah.
you start questioning her morals a little bit, you know, her responsibilities, her as a mother,
yep.
the decision of the filmmakers and the writers, you know, like, what are you doing here?
Well, and his morals to have asked her to do that.
Right. A little selfish.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, why not? It's worth a shot, right?
But you had to clean that whole thing up, and I think it was cleaned up very well.
Yeah.
There was resolution across the board, understanding across the board, across all parties, and I'm glad they made that decision. That was probably the right decision, even though it sucked.
Was it one of the best endings ever?
No, not in my opinion.
Okay.
No.
What do you feel, Jeff?
No, it's not.
It was good, but it wasn't fantastic.
I think it was definitely adequate for this movie.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the movie, enjoy it, and rewatch it. Have probably watched it 4 or 5 times now, only because the sound of the waves, the all the fun stuff that he gets to do. Karen and I watch Survivor, you know, so it's always fun to watch him learn how to do everything for the first time. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Takes me back to some of that fun stuff, but you know, the light going out where he's battling a storm, he finds the cave, he leaves his light on and passes out in the cave, and next thing you know, he has no more flashlight.
What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene? When Wilson disappears.
Into the water.
And he's crying on that boat, man. You just feel it.
He realizes that he has to let go of Wilson to survive.
Yeah.
That's your favorite scene?
That's the most.
How about you?
Mine, it's not a scene, it's a moment. It's when he hears something fall. He's on the beach and he hears it and he goes, "What is that?" That's one of those.
Who are you?
Every once in a while when I'll stumble across a moment in a movie and it's kind of like, Will Ferrell in Elf when he's walking across the street to Gimbals and he gets taken out, his legs get taken out by that taxi and they go straight up in the air. It's a moment like that where I have to rewind it and watch it like 20 times because it's just so funny to me. What is that? But other than that, I would say I love his interaction with Wilson, where he's like the back and forth where he's talking and it's just the shots of Wilson. And he's like, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
What made you think that?
All right. What about you?
I like when he accidentally makes fire. He's rubbed his hands raw. He's done everything he can do to make fire unsuccessfully. He's gathered everything, and then quite on accident, the stick splits just a little bit further, kind of very, very much on accident, gives him a little more air, and then he figures out that he's been not getting enough oxygen, and he just gets this aha moment, and all of a sudden his whole game changes because he's got access to water and food and fire and everything. It was just like his whole survival game changes completely by accident, and I related to that. It was like, that's probably how it'll be. One thing for me, it'll be complete. I think I'll have it all down, and it'll be an accidental thing that'll save my ass.
That's probably one of the things I remember the most is his whole dance and his celebration after he gets the fire going.
Yeah.
I
I've made fire.
Yeah. But it was completely by accident. I mean, he had worked and could not make that thing work, and then all of a sudden, more oxygen, more air. I get it.
Yeah. Once he gets a little bit of that smoke going, I mean, you feel it when he that excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just realizes that he was the dummy putting the fire out. No matter, there wasn't the amount of work or speed or heat, or it was just something simple that fixed it.
Just something simple.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that was a big boon right there. The whole ice skates.
How convenient. How convenient.
But he sets them aside initially, like, okay, ice skates.
Well, he's got more stuff that he wants to open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig the movie. I think it was a fun one to rewatch again and again and again. Turn up the sound when he's on the island, because just that sound of just the waves crashing and all this, and just him just talking to himself and stuff like that.
Well, reading through some of the comments, and I know that there's people out there like this who, if there's any extended period of silence in a movie where there's no dialogue, it just drives people nuts to where they just see red. They just instantly hate everything. They at least hate the movie if there's extended periods of silence. And I know this because I worked at Blockbuster when the movie Drive came out.
Oh, okay.
And I hadn't seen it yet, and all I was hearing was, "Oh, this movie sucks. Nobody's talking. Nobody talks for like the first 15 minutes of the movie. It's terrible." And I read some of the comments from the Peanut Gallery about there were a few negative comments of, it's so boring, there's no talking. It only gets 1 star.
Huh.
But this here is the reason why I would rewatch this movie, is because Tom Hanks is so good.
Yeah.
I saw this.
He was acting, and it wasn't all dialogue.
Exactly. This is acting at its best. And I remember my mom took my brother and I to see this in the theater. I was 13 years old, and I've told you this, guys, already, that this was the moment, 13 years old, that I realized how good Tom Hanks is.
It really was.
And you had seen Big already, and like that.
The movies I'd seen before this were Big, League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, That Thing You Do, Forrest Gump. So, and Toy Story. Tom Hanks is one of my all-time favorite actors, and has been since I was a kid.
And rightfully so. That's good.
Yeah. And so it was just this moment of like, yeah, I know that's Tom Hanks, but sometimes I forget that it's Tom Hanks, because he's just, I think that's a good sign of a good actor. He could probably make some money off of this stuff.
Yeah. And he probably has.
He probably has.
Probably has.
Yeah.
He's done pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you think Tom Hanks is like Hollywood royalty kind of a situation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, when the whole COVID thing hit, he was like the first celebrity. I remember him and his wife. And on social media, like everybody freaking out. Oh my God, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson tested positive for the coronavirus. I think they were in Australia, and everybody was worried, like, oh my God, we can't lose Tom Hanks, you know? So, yeah.
And we didn't.
We didn't. He's still around. By the way, so he's nominated for Best Actor for this.
Right.
And of all the movies he's made post Castaway, he didn't get another Oscar nomination until just last year for Mr. Rogers.
Oh, wow.
20 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
But still has done plenty of movies.
I mean, there was it where's the captain of the boat? Captain Phillips.
Yeah,
Captain Phillips.
Yep.
I heard like, you know, maybe he got snubbed for that one. There were Charlie's Wilson War, whatever. He had quite a bit of movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here we go with the coconuts, man.
Yep.
He's learning how to eat coconut forever and ever. Apparently it's a laxative. Don't eat too much coconut, people. It can be bad for you.
All right.
Anyway, how do you rate the movie?
I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
Okay. I'm going to do the 3.5 thumbs up.
3.5 thumbs
3.5 thumbs up out of 4 thumbs that I have.
Are we going stars or thumbs here, boys?
I just made mine up, honey.
You can do I don't know.
You can do stars, you can do thumbs, you can do fingers.
Stars. We'll do stars.
You can do
4 stars.
stickers.
I liked it. There's some things that could have been better, but I this is one of my faves. I'll watch Castaway over and over.
Cast away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron trying to brain wash everyone.
Like part of me, like I'd forgotten about how I felt about the whole plane crash.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got a little bit of anxiety watching that plane
Come down.
like that image of
The Flash.
the flat with the water.
Yeah. That was spooky, man.
Yeah, spooky. I wanted to curl up under a blanket when I saw that.
So speaking of which, when are you flying next? I'm just playing. I'm just playing, dude. I'm just playing.
End of the year if all goes well.
Okay. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on Castaway? Tom Hanks, Helen Hunt.
Karen, final thoughts?
I recommend it.
Yeah, my final thought is if you haven't seen this movie, please watch it. I think
Yeah.
it's a fun movie to watch. It definitely is a different kind of a movie. It does have long silences and all that good stuff. But I appreciate some of that in the fact that I get to watch the artistry of what's going on.
And then
And
it
if you
just
like that-
wasn't a remake of the same old story.
Sure wasn't. What about you, Jeff? Final thoughts?
Yeah, as long as you don't mind the silences, you know, it's fine. It's Tom Hanks.
Cool.
How can you hate?
Apparently you can.
Apparently you can. I hated every second of this.
Every second.
Every second.
Wow.
Okay.
Brutal. Some of those people are brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun to listen to.
There he goes.
All right.
Out to make fire.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
That's a wrap.